Just left the spot I was camping at, close to the Wild Horse Reservoir, and I am on 225, headed south. I'm skipping over a big chunk of this route in the center to try to get over and do the portion of the Black Rock Desert that I really wanted to do on this trip. So maybe the next time I'm out here, I'll beeline it, pick up kind of where I left off over here in the mountains, and finish out the center part of what I got plotted out. But for now, I'm gonna crush some highway miles. Alright, I am finally back en route, headed toward the Black Rock Desert. So it looks like there's a few kind of hilly or mountain range areas to skirt around, but should be hitting dirt the next little bit here. See if we can get to the playa today. if Nevada has taught me one thing, it really is that the maps are a guideline, because there's roads in places that they don't even show they exist on a map. I was at a point where I was about to throw the Starlink up just to get Google's satellite imagery, because I couldn't figure out. I was like, man, this road's supposed to go through, but it dead-ended into a private ranch. And turns out you gotta go up and around, and it's not marked on any of the maps. So, cool.
Feels like I can't hold on.
Well, the sign when you turn on this road says not maintained, and may not look it, but there's a lot of little dips. I just wanted to check this out because it looks like it's no longer in service, but kind of cool. Well, not every day you have a train coming in the middle of nowhere, right? Why do I want to race it? I've got too much weight on the truck. I'm not that stupid. open desert, I'm used to expecting to see, you know, a trashed old vehicle out in the desert somewhere, but man, that is that's newer and gnarly. Look both ways before you cross the tracks. Hey, it's a RAV4. Did it fall off of a train? I mean, just completely obliterated. Well, judging by all the interesting. The sun's getting awfully close to the top of that mountain. I am right on the other side of the tracks from the playa. There's a hot spring over here, so we're gonna check that out right quick and see if it's empty. If it is, maybe it's worth taking a dip. Well, crap. That sucks. No wonder nobody's over here. Get out, check. I don't know what it's contaminated with. I'd have to do some research on that. They do have a sign there that says don't enter, but you can see it. And that sucks because this looks like it would be super surreal. Just chill out here for a little while. But alas. Oh, look at that. Guess it's cool enough toward the edge. You smell a sulfur though. That is for sure. Pretty cool. Burning Man entrance via Highway 34 only. Please proceed. Yeah, well, it's a good thing I'm not going to Burning Man. No train. No train. Okay. Let's go. All right. National Conservation Area, Trigo Hot Springs Playa access. Let's see what that sign has. Well, that sign was the same as the one kind of coming into the region. It was just all about the playa and all that, and telling you don't drive on it if it's wet because, well, look up Burning Man 2023 and you'll understand why, because idiots be idiots. All I had to wait was a couple days and it would have been fine, but whatever. So I am going to skirt around the eastern side of Black Rock City, this now temporary thing that's popping up here because apparently it's the first weekend of Burning Man. Cool. Yeah, I just want to drive on the playa. That's all I'm after right now. Let's send it.
We hope you've enjoyed this adventure through northern Nevada, and hope you'll join us on our next episode. Until then, get out.